I want to know if you had a copy of my CD.
I don't?
Oh, well, I'd like to give you one for coming down here.
Well, thank you very much. All right. Well, I'll give you some yodeling here. I've been listening. I didn't have anything planned in particular when I came here tonight. I thought, well, I'll listen to what Bart has to say, and I'll follow his lead as to different styles and so forth. And some things have happened since the last time I worked with Bart. Bart and I, this is our second reunion now. We see each other once every 40 years. But I've yodeled at everything from weddings to funerals. You say, my God, who would want somebody to yodel at a funeral? Well, it all depends on your perspective. Some people believe in the passing as a celebration of one's life. And so therefore, if the person who passed away liked yodeling, they would ask me to yodel at the funeral so people could, relax and enjoy themselves, because that's how the departed would want it to be. Tonight, before we leave, I'm going to ask for one man and one woman to volunteer if you want. And the shy boy here, he's also going to be doing this. He doesn't know this, but yes, you are. You are. This is the back of the shirt. This is the front of the shirt. People ask me when I perform, Dave, how can I buy one of those shirts? I say, well, I don't sell them. I don't sell them. The only way you can get one of these shirts is to come up in front of a crowd, an audience, and yodel. And we graduated people, and yes, they ended up online with their pictures there. And among those people were several young people. So whenever we see guys, in their 100s yodeling and so forth, we think like, well, where will the next wave of yodelers come from? Will this die out? My answer to that is no. This, for some reason, has some sort of unique and universal appeal. Ergo, 2 editions of a yodeling book by Bart that are very popular, very comprehensive, and actually one of the most interesting books you'll ever read. If you didn't read the first book, try to get the first book. Read the second book. I tell people about your first book all the time because that's the book that was available when I was out, talking mostly. Now I'll get this second one and I'll tell them about that. And some of the ones that like to have fun with it will say, yeah, write a whole book about yodeling. I say, no, seriously, like pygmy yodeling? Because I'm really into the ethnomusicology of why does it all happen this way? Where did folk music come from? Because of the Appalachian Mountains. This is how it ties into my shtick. The father of bluegrass music is Bill Monroe. Bill Monroe made a big name for himself in the Grand Ole Opry in the early days of folk music. He took influences from the hills. He took influences that were not quite knit together yet. They hadn't gelled from the Appalachian Mountains. He added a mandolin for a backbeat, which in a string band serves as the snare drum and provides like the rhythm. And he created something called bluegrass music, which most people say is folk music on overdrive. It's got a good snappy beat, most of it. And he pulled off some of the yodeling styles. He wasn't necessarily a yodeler that did a lot of the epiglottal yodel. He didn't do a whole lot of that, but he did stuff like this. Good morning, Captain. Good morning, son. Do you need another mule skinner out on your new road line? You put that water down. If you don't like your job, you put the water bucket down. You'll let it be. You'll let genre of cowboy, folk music, and yodeling that I like to refer to as bum music, hobo music, tramp music, whatever. That whole culture from the Depression era, and I'll get to more of that in just a minute, but there's this old one here. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home, and if you don't like me, just leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm dry. If the hard times don't kill me, I'll live till I die. Yodeling, you don't give me rye whiskey, I surely will die. For work I'm too lazy, investments too slow, train robbing's too risky, so a gambling I'll go. Yodel-ay, yodel-ay-ee-oo, yodel-ay, yodel-ay-ee-oo, yodel-ay-ee-oo. So that's a little bit of rye whiskey, all right? That leads us into the next one. This is the mythical song that has been sung by many yodelers, including Burl Ives and many others. And I play this song at almost every show. And it's a song about bum heaven, where a bum can stay for many a day. He doesn't need any money, and he gets to drink and eat for free and never has to do any work. Woohoo, like a musician. And this magical place is called the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh look, I'll go over here in front of the screen. It'll be like a psychedelic effect. On a warm spring day in the month of May, will a burly bum come a-hiking down the shady lane through the sugar cane, looking for his liking. As he roamed along, he hummed this song of the land of milk and honey, where a bum can stay for many a day and he don't need any money. Oh, the buzzing of the bees and the cigarette trees and the sody water fountain, Lemonade Springs where the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-dee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-doo, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-dee, oo-dee. There's a lake of gin you can jump right in, and the handouts come in bunches. In the new mown hay you can sleep all day, and the bars all have free lunches. Where the mail train stops and there ain't no cops, and the folks are tender-hearted. You'll meet Bill Clock with his pocket full of rocks, and you know that's where he started. Oh, the buzzing of the bees and the cigarette trees and the sody water fountain, Lemonade Springs where the bluebird sings and the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-dee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-doo, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, 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 oo-dee-dee, oo-dee. Ah, then on the run came the fireman's son to the hayfield he was bound and said, the bum of the sun, why don't you come to the Big Rock Candy Mountain? So the very next day they hiked away, and the milestones they kept counting, but they never arrived at the Lemonade Drive in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh, the buzzing of the bees and the cigarette trees and the sody water fountain, Lemonade Springs where the bluebird sings and the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-dee, yodel-oo, oo-dee-doo, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, yodel-ee-ee, yodel-ay, yodel-oo, 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 oo-dee-dee, oo-dee. Thank you. That's the bum song. And are you making videos? Yeah. Is that what you're doing? Oh, hi there. Okay, so if you are making videos, then you can send this to me, and we'll get your pop there on Yodel-You Facebook page, so they can see the world-renowned Bart Plantenga, the author, the father of 2 amazing books. We're going to pretend that we're all cuckoos and we're about to find our mate, the bird of our dreams, in the Alps, in the Black Forest and such. And you're going to take the part of the cuckoo. You all, guys, don't be shy. You'll be the female cuckoo and I'll be the male cuckoo. And I will try to simulate what happens to the male cuckoo if he hears the right sound. Don't worry, Mom. It's all rated PG. She rises and sings her sweet morning song. In the morning the cuckoo sings. This is the English version. In the morning the cuckoo sings her song. I want you to follow after me. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Oh, that was beautiful. So now I'm excited. Cuckoo-dee-lay-o-doo, 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 cuckoo-dee-lay-o-dee. Cuckoo-dee-lay-o-doo, 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 cuckoo-dee-lay-o-doo. Cuckoo. Yoo-hoo-hoo! Cuckoo-dee-lay-o-doo, 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 cuckoo-dee-lay-o-doo. Very nice. A Bart? Is there a Bart? Is there anybody named Bart in the audience? Oh, Bart, would you? Shy Bart, come on up.
I have to warn you, it's going to sound like a wounded mule.
Wow, look at this book I found over there. Yodeling and HiFi. I imagine somebody might want to buy one of those and get it autographed while you're here. Okay. When I teach a class about yodeling, these are the 3 tones you learn first. And they're very easy. I want you to repeat after me. So here we go. Here's the first tone. Yo. Yo. That was good. That was good. That was really good. Okay. Here's a second note. Beautiful. Now we're going to do it after me. I'll do it together. This is the 3 tones of yodeling, and then you do it after me. Yo. Yo. Your part. Here we go. Yo. Nice and loud, Bart.
Yo.
Okay, that fell apart just a little bit there. All right. One more time. And will you remember this the rest of your life, sir?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And now I'm going to teach you how to yodel just like me. It's easy if you listen to my yodel-ay-ee-oooo, yodel-ay-ee-oooo, yodel-ay-ee-oooo. First you take a deep breath. And you exhale. 1, 2, 3. And. Yo. 2, 3. And. Yo. Now stretch it out. Good. Bart and Lois, do you solemnly swear that if you graduate from the Mountain Folk Yodel University right now, this moment here at Aaron's Books in Lidditz, Pennsylvania, you will uphold the tradition of yodeling around the world, or at least having fun and great adventures around the world or any place close to home, and maybe once in a while send us a picture of some of your adventures with your t-shirt on for the Mountain Folk Yodel University Facebook page. Do you agree to this?
I do.
Do you agree to this?
I do.
Okay, now you're primed. Here we go. You are going to do the 3 tones twice, and if you do them well, okay, if you do them well together, you will graduate, and the only way you can graduate is if you get the approval of an audience. That's why this always has to happen in front of an audience. It's tough. So here we go. Bart and Lois, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yo.
And now the second time, even louder, please. Here we go.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations! Bart and Lois have graduated from Mountain Folk Yodel University. You'll get the right t-shirts in a moment. If you'll hold these up, please, so we can take a picture of that. I'm hoping. Come close, come close, come closer, come closer. I don't smell that bad. Pictures? Hey, thank you. It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Please talk to Bart and get his book.